Good morning and welcome to week 11 of BTHQ Banter. It is Friday morning and I am expecting the doors to open any second with a whole group of 6 brand new sewers. It is our one-day intensive beginners sewing course today, which in a nutshell is exactly the same as our 3-week beginners course, except we cram it all into one day. And it's perfect for anybody who either works full-time or struggles to commit to weekly classes. So we shall see what our lovely sewers get up to today and who else should pop in and see us, because it's Friday, and as you know, Fridays are always fun days here at BTHQ.
When we get to the top, stop.
Yes.
Just before.
Nope, just stop when you get to the top edge.
Right.
Righty-ho, ladies, do you want to come and hover? So, what I mentioned earlier on is that it's important that the outer is the same size as the inner, alright? So, the same goes for our opening across the top here, and that's the most important bit, to be honest. We want this opening to be exactly the same as this opening. Show us your boxes, ladies. Ta-da!
Sorry.
Yay, it's alright. Donna's busy Instagramming. Give her a follow. Oh, these are really good. Well done. How are you feeling?
Really good. I'm so impressed with that. It's amazing. Proud.
Good.
They're going to be all over the house.
Everywhere.
Boxes, everything. That's true, actually.
Marie Kondo would be very proud of you all.
Toys. Oh, that's it. I've been knocked up loads.
Love a bit of teamwork.
Honestly, you're not going to see me. I'm going to be disappearing that club when I ain't going to come out.
All cutting out their bags.
I've just realised I need a bigger desk.
Jackie's ironing.
You need a bit of a door code on it so I can come in down. Yeah.
I've had such a fun day. I'm going to insert some boomerangs here on the side. We've had such a crazy bunch of ladies. It's been great fun. Another one-day intensive beginners. It is absolutely exhausting to teach, but it is really, really good fun. So it is now just gone 4 o'clock. No, it's not. Gosh, it's nearly 5 o'clock. And I'm just setting up for tomorrow's class. We've got Roman blinds tomorrow. It's really funny. They are the easiest things to sew. They take 7 rows of stitching and that's it. But they take the most equipment, the most setup, and I have to move all of the furniture around to enable people to do this. So here we go. Alexa, resume Spotify. So I just realised I've turned the computer off. I haven't. I'm talking. I haven't printed off the instructions for tomorrow, but it's now just gone 5. I need to go home. I need to pick up the kids. Class doesn't start till 10 tomorrow, so I'll come in early and get those printed off. But as you can see, we're all set up. Move the table around. We're all good. We use this matting on the tables when we're doing Roman blinds, and it's basically heat protective mat that you'd put on your table, your dining room table, and you put your tablecloth on top of it. The reason we use it is because you don't want to be moving your fabric around once you've cut it out. When you're doing Roman blinds, you want to keep it nice and smooth on the table. So if you need to get to it, if it's sort of in the middle of the table and you need to do something to it, you can just get hold of the mat and pull the mat towards you. So you're pulling the fabric towards you without actually touching the fabric at all. And that was a tip that I was taught by the lady who taught me to make Roman blinds. I love this class because it is a really simple sew once you get your head around the maths, which I don't like quite so much. But the sewing is absolutely dead simple. You get to play with tools, so we get to use saws and drills and staple guns and all sorts of exciting things. And you learn 3 or 4 top tips that you only learn in this class, but that you can use in lots of other sewing projects. So I'm quite looking forward to tomorrow. But now I'm going to go home and have a glass of wine. Good morning, it is Saturday. Oh, hello Pete. I'm in bright and early, literally, for our Roman blind making class today. I did take a cheeky detour this morning via McDonald's because I was in need of a sausage and egg McMuffin. I quite fancied it this morning. So I am wearing today my finished honey cardigan by Truly Hooked. In fact, let me put you on a shelf and I'll show you. Ta-da! Isn't it lovely? So, nice little dipped hem. So you can see the change in colour on the band. It was a different dye lot. It was the same yarn that I ordered, but it was a slightly different dye lot. But it's fine because it is pretty much just on the collar. You can see where I picked up my stitches in the original colour and then joined the new one on. But I'm alright with that as long as it's just on the collar, but it's so much nicer than that horrible fuzzy stuff that I found earlier on in the week, so I'm really pleased with it. Izzy and I had a little photo shoot this morning at home because I'd done one for her as well in a different colourway, and she is very happy with that. So that's 2 things that I've managed to crochet since Christmas. So I'm going to stack up a couple more bits and pieces over the next couple of months, and I may just do an ad hoc podcast just to show any of you yarny knitty people what I've been making, but undecided as yet. Anyway, I'm going to go and crack on, print off these instructions now because we've only got 10 minutes and everyone's arriving. This is not what you want to see when you come in the morning and need to print off instructions for a class starting in 10 minutes. Alison's finished her honey cardigan too. We're twins, yay! It's very nice. Give us a 12. So have you lengthened yours a little bit or not?
No, that was it.
I realised I've mapped mine up, that's what I meant to say. So I've done all half trebles. And it's supposed to be, I didn't realise it was treble and alternate. Yeah. So I've mapped mine up, but Izzy's is right. So we're doing the hardest part of the class at the moment. That pen's run out. Yeah, I think it's we're drawing rectangles, which we find really hard, especially when we use pens that are running out. Teamwork. It's all about teamwork at BTHQ this week.
My advice, make sure you wear the right glasses.
Oh no.
I've got them in my bag.
So the ladies in here are busy knitting and learning entrelac.
Bob. Yeah.
How clever is that? It's absolutely beautiful. And they are fueled. What are you fueled by, ladies? Custard creams. And I am busy cutting out and planning another project for the lucky people on my So Beautiful Things sewing club, and this one involves all sorts of interesting zipper technology. So yesterday was International Women's Day, and it seems quite appropriate that currently there's 4 ladies outside sawing bits of wood. Leanne's gonna do it, go on. This is when someone slices their finger off. It's great fun here. We've all finished our blinds, but I don't know if they work yet. Give it a go, guys. 1, 2, 3.
No.
There you go. There you go, give it a little shake. You shake out the creases. There we go, so up, down, up, down. There we go. Serena's got hers on the go, up and down, up and down. Well done. So everybody's gone home and this place looks like a bomb has gone off. I'll show you. All sorts of detritus on the table. The average sewing machine's looking something like this. Pots of thread. Rulers, saws, all sorts all over the place. And that's just the main room where we've been working today. I've been in here doing a bit of cutting out and working out new projects, so it's just as much of a mess in here as well. But I've been coming up with another project for our So Beautiful Things online project club. This isn't it, but I wanted to practice some techniques, so I've made a little zipper pouch today with a recessed zip with these patterned little zip tabs, and I've made 2
because I've been working out the pattern and all the measurements for myself. I don't like to use ready-made patterns. I like everything that I teach to be classes that I've developed. So obviously I know how to do things, I then just need to work out the maths for all the sizes and everything else. So I've made 2, so this was the first one that I made. But I didn't like where the recessed section sat. But this is a perfectly usable pouch, so someone will inherit that, I'm sure. And then this one I'm much happier with. So I've decided I'm going to do this as a standalone class. I'll probably do it as an in-person class first, but then it will be something I take online. It's just a really nice little zip pouch, but it's obviously got this recessed zipper, which is quite nice. So it's a different way to put in a zip from your standard kind of project bag where you've got the zip running in the top there. So I'm going to do it as a standalone class. We also do these little rectangular, ooh, bright light, these little rectangular pouches as well, again with zips in the top. These are quite cute. So I'm going to launch that fairly soon. But yeah, some of those skills and techniques that I use in that I want to put into a much more detailed project for our online sewing club. So the April project's already been done. That's all planned and all sorted. I need to film that later next week, or later this week actually, and then get that uploaded ready for everyone to start in April. And then the next one I'm now starting to think about will be June's project. So I'm going to have a little bit of a tidy up, not a lot. The nice thing about Saturdays is I can just shut the door on the mess, because I know that on Monday morning my lovely mum's going to come in and work her magic on the studio and get it all back to normal. So I'm not going to do loads of tidying up. I am just going to have a little bit of a potter to myself for half an hour to an hour before I go home and see what Mr. Mac and the kids have been up to. So I will say goodbye. Tomorrow I'm having a day at home, and I will see you again on Monday. Bye. Good morning. It is Monday and I am back at BTHQ, surrounded by the mess that I left behind on Saturday. Thankfully, the studio support technician, aka Mum, is on her way in to help me get this sorted, and I will give her a hand today because there's an awful lot of work to do. However, I haven't slept very well this weekend. And I'll tell you why. So I've mentioned about our So Beautiful Things Sewing Club on numerous occasions. It's loads of fun and I'm urging all of you to just join in because it's great. But obviously I have to come up with all of the projects for that, and I have come up with them. I've designed them, I've sketched them out, I know what I want to make. So now my brain is in constant overdrive, working out the best, most effective, easiest ways to make the things I want to make, how we can make them so that they always guarantee that they teach you new skills, and that they're easy and they're fun and they look good. And so I'm finding as I go to bed at night, I'm sewing in my head. I can't stop. And I'm thinking of different techniques and construction methods and things like that. So I'm desperate to be back in here today. I've got classes this week, but I've also got lots of chunks of time where I can just make, and that's what I need to do. I need to get everything that's in my head out and turn it into things. And yeah, I'm hoping Mr. Amazon's going to turn up today because I've ordered lots of materials so that I can get cracking on some of those projects. So yeah, that's why I haven't slept very well. So I'm not stressed or anything, just I'm making in my head constantly that. And I feel like I've got a cold, and I haven't. It's just hay fever. My allergies have been a nightmare in the last couple of days. Look how red my nose is. So yeah, anyone else got hay fever early this year? Oh my goodness, I'm going to fight with this, son. But anyway, I'm going to go now. Tim's here in 20 minutes. Quick workout. I won't film it again today. You don't need to see me sweating. And then I'll get Mum and I sorting out in here and hopefully have a couple of hours of making time before I need to pick up the kids. Aha! Lovely. Well, that worked out all right. They've all arrived, all 4 packages. 20 minutes before I need to leave to pick the kids up, which is great because what always happens is they seem to be delivered when I'm not here, and my next door neighbours end up taking my packages in for me. They're very happy to do so, but I feel a bit cheeky. So as you can see, the studio is now all back to normal. Nice and tidy. All clean and hoovered. And next door is all good and sorted. and today is officially over. So I thought I'd open my packages and you can take a guess as to what you think I'm going to be making with them. And this is new. Amazon have started doing paper bags. Hopefully it will stop them using ginormous boxes for little pairs of knitting needles. The irony. So inside my lovely recyclable paper bag is a plastic mailing bag. Amazon, seriously? Now I can't show you this one because this one is a present for somebody. Some mesh fabric. Big box full of little things and a big ginormous bag of zippers. Pillows. Big pillows. So it should be said here that while I do purchase a lot of my materials and equipment and things on Amazon, I am an advocate for shopping locally if you can, even if it means it's going to cost you a little bit more money. Sadly, our haberdashery shops and our wool shops and our fabric shops are on a massive decline, and that is due to the fact that so many people buy online just for ease, and also because the likes of Amazon are so cheap. But remember, if our shops can't actually stay on the high street because they're not getting supported, they're eventually going to disappear completely. And when they do, Amazon and all of these online companies are going to be able to hike up their prices and you're still going to pay above the odds for items. So if you can buy the thing that you need in your local craft or haberdashery shop, please do. All the things that I've purchased today, I've either purchased in bulk, which I can't do from my local haberdashery shop, so for instance the zips, or I have purchased because they don't sell them in my local haberdashery shop. So if I can buy fabrics, wool, zips on small scales, anything like that, then I will always go up and see the lovely Jeff in Brentwood. Or if need be, if I'm buying wool or anything like that, it sometimes means I have to travel for 20 to 30 minutes in the car to be able to go to my nearby wool shops. But I will always try and do so if I can. So just a little side note, remember your local independent shops before you rush to Amazon. But by all means, do shop on Amazon if that's the only place you can get items. Anyway, I'm going to say bye for today. I'll be back in tomorrow, Tuesday, when we've got a lovely fully booked class, which I'm really looking forward to teaching. So it is 5 to 12 on Tuesday and I've forgotten to pick the camera up, but never mind, just in time. So the ladies behind me are all just putting the finishing touches to their cushions with a side zip. Naomi's back in again today. She's busy making some boxes and we're joined by the lovely Izzy up in the lounge. She's busy doing some knitting. So we've nearly come to the end of teaching for today. This afternoon I've got a couple of hours and I'm going to get a little bit of sample making done. So it's 10 to 2, everyone's gone home, and I am just going to put my pillows that I bought yesterday to good use, and you can have a little guess and see what I'm doing. I've made a pillow bed. They're just a little bit of fun for kids sleepovers. So it's just basically a giant pillowcase which has 4 little pockets for your pillows, and you can make them longer. This one's a 4 pillow one, but you can do shorter ones, or you could do, this is probably big enough for my Izzy, probably want 5 pillows for my Tom. But you can also turn them into little sofas, little armchairs. So you can fold them up like that. Lean them against a wall, in fact. Put them up against the wall like that. And then you sit your bum on the front pillow and lean against the back. So they're ideal for sleepovers, if you've got like a computer gaming room or something like that. Yeah, great. So I thought I'd do them, just have a little go. Try one. I got on quite well with it. It's a bit hard manipulating all the big bits of fabric, so I'm not sure whether it's something I'm going to do as a class or not. I might just do a little written tutorial and pop it up on my blog as a freebie. Undecided as yet. What do you think? Isn't it typical that when I have to go and pick the kids up from school, it decides to absolutely pee it down? Right. Stealth thread snipping, I saw that. That's it. Oh, I love it. Perfect. Say cheese. Cheese.
Sewing bee.
Next year's contenders, definitely. Perfect. Well done, ladies. Okay, right, we're going to make a start on our cushions. So we've had a lovely morning sewing. Everyone has finished their 3-week beginners sewing course. They're all gone home really happy with what they've made, and many of them will be back for other classes in the future, I'm sure. So I'm going to spend the afternoon doing some filming now, so there's not going to be anything else that you're going to see for today, because it's all secret super squirrel projects. But the lovely Naomi is still here. She's doing a little bit of sewing for herself, and we've also got Lynn here doing a little bit of sewing too. So when they finish up, I will get the big cameras out, get the guns out, the big lights out, and start filming. So that's the end of another week at BTHQ. I didn't actually get any filming done today in the end, but did catch up on quite a lot of admin, and I've got the studio all lovely and clean and tidy, ready for classes when I return on Friday. Although, day off tomorrow, I'm not actually teaching anything on Friday. Friday is officially a filming day, so I won't be doing any BTHQ banter probably, because I am just going to be filming those super squirrel projects. Super squirrel projects? Secret squirrel projects. So thank you for watching another week of BTHQ Banter. I do hope you enjoy it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you don't already subscribe to the channel, please do, and share it with your friends and family so everyone can enjoy a little bit of Beautiful Things headquarters. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you again next week. Bye.